everyone. Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Oh my goodness.
Hey, we're so happy you're joining us. I'm Rebecca Mosley, the co-founder of Laughing Place, and with me is our site manager, Rebecca Burbank. And during this edition of Barely Necessities, what we're going to try and do is show you some of the stuff that's out there. Maybe you got some gift cards during Christmas time. So we're going to highlight some Disney merchandise. It's kind of like what I would consider virtual window shopping. Is that what we're doing here?
I agree. It's a good way to put it.
And we're gonna start off with some new dolls that popped up over at Shop Disney. These are so adorable, Becca.
They really are. You're the one who drew my attention to this. I think it's such a cute idea. They're wedding doll sets, and it's for iconic prince and princess couples who are celebrating their happily ever after. Best of all, these are designed for kids. So this is to be played with. These are not dolls that, I mean, you could totally display them, but they're not designed for that. They're designed for creative play.
And the reason why these caught my eye, Becca, is because they are so well done in regards to the film. For example, check out the design of Cinderella's dress. Looks like her dress actually did in the movie. Same with Tiana, right? You've got the nice fitted dress with the green accents, also Rapunzel. So that's what really, because I remember wedding dolls in the past, and it was just like, generic wedding dress.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, they take a bit of creative license. Like the Ariel one has a lot more color to it, but look at those accents are so just clearly pulled from the film. And if you're a fan, like I am, you're gonna notice that immediately. And that's why the Cinderella doll just really, it popped right out when I was looking at some of that new merchandise over there at Shop Disney. So yeah, had to be sure to share those. Even like Rapunzel, she has short hair. Like
I love that. That's probably my favorite thing, is that she's got the short hair. That was the point of contention for me watching the movie. Like, did he have to cut it that short? But but yes, I love that you can now have a Rapunzel doll with the short hair, and that it comes with a little Pascal as the ring bearer.
Yeah, I think that's why that would be my draw for it. I love Pascal. I think he's one of my favorite sidekicks. Maybe I'm just partial to little green characters, because I was thinking Evan Rude is a favorite of mine from my childhood. So maybe and Kermit the Frog. Maybe I'm a fan of little green characters. And yeah, Gio, I'm with you. I'm a bit surprised we haven't seen kind of this specific aspect highlighted before. It's pretty cool. Let's say hi to Caleb. Hey, Caleb. Thanks for joining us. And Sonia as well. Went to Disneyland for birthday. Got a scavenge. Oh, got that
very
fun. Ray wears. That's pretty cool. It sounds comfy too, right?
Yeah.
Like that nice little crossover top and those casual pants. Yeah, that's a good look. I think that'd be comfy. Continuing at Shop at Disney, their new Park Icons collection. Is it on its way, or is it there yet?
So some of the items are there. I just figured there's so much that's coming that we should just kind of preview everything. So we're going to look at this one. And then, we do have another article with everything that's currently available. But this is, the park icons. So we're looking at Walt Disney World and Disneyland. And then not only all of the parks, but then some other things like Carthay Circle, or like the Pixar Pal Around that you see, and the Matterhorn that's over at the Disneyland Resort, to kind of make up for the fact that you only have 2 parks there, whereas in Walt Disney World you have 4, so you have a little bit more to draw from. But
I like the choices. So each one seems to have kind of 4 centric silhouettes. So you've got Matterhorn, Sleeping Beauty Castle, Pal Around, Carthay Circle. Is it only 3 over there?
I think the castle too, right? The Disneyland.
1, 2, 3. I think they only have 3.
Okay.
Or is it 2 looks of the castle?
Well,
it looks like only 3.
lollipop and Carthay circle. So you have 4.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't count.
No, it's okay.
And then over at Disney World, you've got, of course, the four park icons. I like the way that they're utilizing. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't count just a moment ago. I like the 5 on the back of the jersey with the happiest place on earth. You've got the 4 icons across the back. I like the use of Carthay circle.
Yeah.
The light up ears. Now these are. I'm gonna have to see these in person.
I know.
I like the look here.
I do too.
I'm eager to see them in person. How they do.
Anything with Epcot on it, I'm just like, ooh.
Oh, that's right. You are a fan. My husband coming in to give me support, considering I couldn't count a moment ago. On the purse, the Loungefly, you have the 4 icons over there of Disneyland Resort, the Pal Around, the Carthay Circle, the Castle, the Matterhorn. And look, a little additional icon on this one. You've got a little Space Mountain happening.
Yeah. Tinkerbell.
Flying over Sleeping Beauty Castle. And then similar design over at Disney World, but they didn't feel the need to sneak in Space Mountain there.
Yeah. And so we said some of the items are available. Everything that we've looked at so far, except those Spirit jerseys, has not made its way to Shop Disney yet. The pajamas have, so that's a good thing. But I really like this collection. I think this is fun. I like that it's simplistic enough, but it's not. I don't know what I'm looking for.
It gives them a chance to play around with it because it is kind of foundational. And one of the ways that I noticed that they are is that with the upcoming Festival of the Arts, right? I feel like this is a similar kind of callback to this Parks collection because you have these silhouettes of World Showcase and Epcot kind of featured in the background of this Spirit jersey that's coming soon. It's not there yet because Festival of the Arts starts in mid-January, but it always features Figment. We're always excited to see how Figment's going to appear, and this is how he's going to make every day a work of art. Gio is not a fan of that brightly colored 2024 looking one yet.
Yeah, I have mixed feelings about that one too. I think it's very much something that I would have I think there was a shirt that we looked at that I said if I had that at like 10 or 12 years old, it would have been my favorite shirt. So, knowing that I can kind of play into that nostalgia, it's fun. But for 2024 Rebecca, I don't know that that's what I would want to be wearing.
Totally. By the way, one thing that this Parks collection does remind me of, I will say that this is very reminiscent to me of the way Starbucks has kind of done that bin, those collections, you've been there collections, or I forget the name of it, but you know what I mean? It's like, it reminds me of kind of how we've seen the park icons represented in those as well. Oh, that's right. Gio just got back from Florida, so he got to see some of that in person. So that didn't change his opinion. He's still like, meh.
I will say it's funny that you mentioned Starbucks because on Shop Disney, they've teased that there is a Starbucks Disney Parks icon collection coming. So,
oh wow, okay.
I don't know that it'll be mugs. The image they showed was a tumbler with a straw, but previous collections have included the water bottles and then the various tumblers, sometimes a tote bag. So it's very possible we could be getting a mug. I think the You Are Here is kind of the one that's like you're at the locations, whereas Been There series is the fantastical places, the fictional places we'd like to visit, like the Star Wars planets or Wakanda. So
I'm still kind of like waiting for the last Starbucks tumbler I bought was the one that looked like the cups at the time. It had the balloons on it. Cute. and whatnot, and I'm still wishing that they had done them that look like I want to say current, but I think just before platinum, just before the Disney 100 came around, the artwork on a lot of the Disney parks, like plates and cups and popcorn, were all like that Mary Blair homage
Okay, yes, yes.
pattern. And I kept waiting, and maybe it came and went, but I kept hoping for that to come in a tumbler form, because I want that permanent. I want it as a permanent cup, not a paper cup, a permanent cup. Like that's what I'm looking for. So by the way, if somebody from Shop Disney's watching, yeah, that's my wish list. Right there. Over at Hot Topic, they're celebrating our favorite mouse, Minnie, polka dots and all. So Becca gathered up a few items from there. Anything in particular, Becca, you want to make sure people take note of as I show off some of the Hot Topic stuff?
I really like the Minnie Mouse. Well, that one's cute. That picnic blanket, right on. That's really pretty too. I like that there's like the cutouts, and I think that's perfect for Valentine's Day. But then it'll also kind of get you through other times of the year.
Yeah. Looking at all this stuff from Hot Topic makes me jealous of the upcoming event happening at Tokyo Disneyland. They're doing these I think they're called Palpaloozas, and it's like they're doing a character overlay, and Minnie Mouse is the first one, and so she's going to be featured in the topiary. They're going to have a big Minnie Mouse bow in the World Bazaar area, and then they're going to have all these little filters all over the park. So when you take pictures, it's going to add like Minnie Mouse polka dottiness to your photos while you're at Tokyo Disneyland. So I'm excited about seeing. I'm learning more about that when it happens. Not that I'm going to get to Tokyo, but I know we're going to be showcasing some of that, the images from that here at Laughing Place. So I'm eager for that, and I keep hoping that we'll see kind of more and more of that type of thing coming. I know that they just released some images from an upcoming Pixar event. And we posted some pictures on Laughing Place earlier today. So if you haven't seen those, check them out. Maybe we're going to start to get more and more of that, kind of character overlay fun that we've been seeing at the Tokyo parks for so many years. So yeah.
And they do a great job over there. Their parks are unmatched. I mean, it's just.
That's right. I forget sometimes that you've been to them. I haven't been since the 80s to I went to Tokyo Disney Sea back in '89. So it's been a very long time since Tokyo Disneyland, sorry.
Disneyland. I was going to say
I didn't get to Disney Sea. That's why it was in my head. I haven't seen it. I saw just Tokyo Disneyland. So yeah, that's right. You've been there. I know recently you were down in Hong Kong, right?
We did Hong Kong for the World of Frozen for the Arendelle preview. They did a media preview, and then Luke was there for the grand opening just a couple weeks later. So it worked out really, really well. But I think both of us got to experience pretty much everything the same in the land. But then he got to see a couple of the official opening. But it's a really beautiful area. We've enjoyed it.
And now your husband coming in to be helpful. And yes, I visited Disney Sea. It is just dirt. Thanks, Kyle. I know Gio's a fan of Joffrey's Coffee. I'm a fan of Joffrey's Coffee, but they have a new blend or brew that they're unveiled recently. Becca, what do you know about it?
This is a medium roast blend, which is perfect. I like that. I really like the dark roast, but medium roast is very good too. So you're gonna have like a rich, well-rounded taste, and it's Central and South American coffee beans. But yeah, this is inspired by Beauty and the Beast. It's called Enchanted Rose, but interestingly, from what I can tell, it's not themed to the Enchanted Rose lounge at Grand Floridian. But this is something though that's available now on the Joffrey's website. And then Luke figures we might be seeing it at Disney Springs Town Center as well. Mm-hmm. But
you're reminding me that there is the Grand Floridian Lounge. A lot of the kind of the Disney collection that Joffrey's has come out with has been kind of named or found at certain locations. So yeah, I could see why that might have been, been an initial thought upon seeing the name of Enchanted Rose. So it will be interesting to see where we can find this available throughout the resort. As you mentioned, it's a medium brew, so that means that it's going to have a much more mild flavor. It's not going to be as kind of bitter to the taste. This brew is I'm not sure, Gio. There you go. It's $12.99. So the typical Joffrey's bag price there. And I know you said that you were noticing that they weren't stocking the Jamaican Me Crazy at one of the locations that you stopped by during the recent trip, but it's still available on the site. So I'm hopeful that that was just some weird quirk of the season, rather than some indication that they're moving away from that as a flavor over there at Joffrey's. Our friends at RSVLTS have unveiled more Disney 100 designs.
Yes, this is the last of the Disney 100 collection. So since we've talked about the previous 3, I figured we might as well finish out the series and talk about these today. Okay. That one is my favorite.
Okay, I was gonna ask, what this is so like just not in my wheelhouse. I looked at this and I went, that is a very different. I mean, it's not that I like it. It's not that I don't like it. It's just it's not something I want to look at all the time.
So this one is called Pie-Eyed Party, and it's a bunch of characters that from like Pixar movies and from more recent Disney, and they all have the pie-eyed and the cute like round faces. I think that's what's most attractive about it for me, is that it's so different from the characters as we're used to seeing them. And we love classic pie-eyed characters, but the fact that they kind of did something different, it reminds me, probably because Jessie and Woody are on there, but it reminds me of some of those like Toy Story 2 flashbacks when we're seeing Woody's roundup. So I just thought this was kind of a fun play on, imagine if the characters were.
Well, apparently I'm in the minority here. No, because the chat is coming in and saying fun and interesting. I like that. What do you think? If you're watching, I know more people than just them are watching because I can see the numbers. So give us a like or a comment. Let us know what you're thinking of this pie-eyed take on the Disney characters. I do have to say though, I like Lilo looks way more trouble here
than she
not quite as
I mean, she was a little bit of a
it's not unwarranted, but yeah.
But yeah,
go ahead. This is just sweet as can be.
Is this your favorite?
I really like it, but I think I prefer it in the sketches.
That's so most of the team that most of our team, when we just discussed this, said they thought the sketches one was the best. So I don't know that I wouldn't say you may be in the minority in the chat, but that doesn't mean that you're in the minority in the community.
Yeah,
I think being a fan of Pie-Dye, I'm probably honestly more in the minority. But so we've got the colorful version there. This is called Drawn to Life, and then the other one is Drawn to Life Sketch. So it's the same pattern, same design, but some have color and some are just that initial drawing before they get before going to ink and paint.
Okay, so do you know what this reminds me of when I do this? It reminds me of Animator's palette. It's like, I want to wear this during the first course of my meal, and then go do a quick change and come back and be wearing this later in the meal.
So yeah, you could get 2 of these shirts. So you could get one that's more your size and then get a larger one. And so you start with the larger one, and then as the dinner goes on, you start taking your shirt off. But, oh wait, you've got the colorful one underneath. Don't worry. Nothing inappropriate happening here.
Yeah, or like Gio says, have both the shirts and then just kind of swap back and forth as you make a video, so people be like, "Wait, what? Did that shirt just have a bunch of colors? Wait, hold up."
Yes.
Hi, Eden. How you doing? Happy New Year. I really like Robin Hood right there.
Mhm. Yeah, and we've got Mr. Toad on there as well, and Cheshire Cat, which I think we've seen Cheshire once or twice on the throughout this collection. It looks like Pongo and Purdy are there. So, kind of an interesting grouping. I don't think we've seen Mushu yet, so
Right.
I'm happy that they've popped up. And then yeah, and then the last one is Mickey Mouse Saves the Day, and so we've
I
got
thought I was pulling up a picture of hoodies when you were
oh
talking, so
yeah,
that's what I was intending. You were talking about hoodies, and so
no,
I thought when I clicked it, it was going to pull up pictures of hoodies, but instead it leaped to the other character, the other design,
that's
which
all good. So as we've seen this collection, yeah, we've got the women's cut and the classic unisex cut. They also had it for youth and preschool, but yeah, right there we've got Mickey Mouse Saves the Day, and Minnie's in there, Mickey, and then I believe Pete, right?
yep,
Looks like an ostrich, maybe.
yep, Pete's over there as well. So, and then these designs are available
Mhm.
in the hoodie, and as they demonstrate, look at how that hoodie just stretches, so you can
And it does.
really
It
have some fun.
absolutely stretches. So these are great. They're not like super warm. So they're not like lined or fuzzy on the inside, but I mean there's a lining inside, but it's not for warmth, but these are great for layering. And yeah, they're super stretchy. Four-way stretch. I love these hoodies.
Thanks, Eden. We appreciate that. That's what we want to do, man. We're all fans of Disney, and so we just want to spread the magic, have some fun, think about happy thoughts. Like they say in Peter Pan, think of the happiest things.
Mhm.
Let's see. Oh, by the way, as regards to these Roosevelts, I just wanted to ask you a question. So you know how a lot of times people joke around about Jessica Rabbit and how maybe
Mhm.
it's like their first crush. I've discovered in recent months that a lot of my peers, my people in my age bracket, who are it's Robin Hood.
Okay.
As far as like
I
that kind of animated character that they kind of like, oh, I think they're kind of cool. I kind of have a crush on him. I'm discovered it's Robin Hood.
I can see that.
Yeah,
Wasn't for me, but I can see
got
that.
like that roguish smirk. Little,
Yes.
he's like, kind of a good guy, but yet kind of a bad guy. He's got a
Yeah.
little bit of that bad boy in him. Like rebel without a cause. Kind of. Okay, so yeah, I just thought I'd toss that out there because it's something I've been discovering in conversations over the holiday. Yes, I know Robin Hood, unlike Jessica, is not human. I understand, but
There's a funny anecdote in the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Yes.
ah,
Yes.
you must be married to that guy.
Yeah, I'm married to that guy. So I will it's not something we want to repeat right here, but there's
Here,
some,
okay, but we'll have to go
for
look it up,
adults if
huh?
you want, go check out Kimmy Schmidt.
Okay, there you go. Um, more Disney Parks merchandise. They want to make sure that you don't forget that there's yummy stuff to eat there.
Yes. So we've got two collections coming up, but I did pull up two separate articles. So this one we're just going to talk about the Eats merchandise collection. Yeah, this is launching on January 16th. So I'm a little confused. I don't know if they're previewing like parts of the entire collection right now because they do say February is supposed to be about pizza, but I don't
Yes.
understand what January is.
Oh, I
So
do. I do. I got that all straightened out for you. Here, check it out.
did
Check it
you?
out. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh, okay.
January is eats, and then February is pizza, and
Perfect.
macarons in March, and lollipops in April, and ice cream sandwiches in May, and donuts in June, and Sundays in July, and Dole
There we
Whip in
go. Okay.
August. Oh, sorry, it's
So
just shaved ice. I
when
need to
I
scroll down so I don't say Sundays. And then you got caramel apples, churros, gingerbread. So I'm waiting for that one. And then s'mores.
okay, this is very helpful. So this page wasn't up here when we
No, I
first
know.
wrote when we
It,
first wrote the article
it
and then
popped up. It popped up in the midst of show
okay.
prep. It
Okay.
wasn't there, and then it was. So
Then it
there you
was
go.
perfect. So I guess yes, perfect. Then we are exploring eats for January and it looks like we're going to have some spirit jerseys and a button-down shirt and then maybe some fun accessories. Yeah, the popcorn lounge fly bag.
Yep.
So fun.
So snack goals. I love how they are just forget about the fact that it's the beginning of the new year when everybody's resolutions are I'm gonna get fit. I'm gonna have all these fitness. No, we're gonna dive right in. Just forget it. Don't even pretend. Snack goals. This is your resolution for the new year. These are all the wonderful Disney World treats that you're gonna wear and be reminded of and enjoy. By the way, Gio, I walked out of this movie. It's the only movie I've ever walked out of, and I did not have a ride home. I came with friends, and I just sat in the lobby until the movie was over.
Oh.
So just a little anecdote. I saw that pop up there, and just, there you go. But how cute is this guy?
Yeah, I like that. We've got a ice cream sandwich pillow and then pajamas. That looks like a really comfortable pajama set too.
Doesn't it? Yeah. No, very soft and cuddly. And when this is making me think that this the Munchlings kind of brought this about, because it's like kind of a step beyond. First we had the adorable plush, and now we've got all of this merchandise. What do you think of the fact that it's very cartoony? It's like a different representation. I feel like we've seen Disney snacks drawn and presented the same way for a very long time.
Right. And a couple of years ago, they did was it the waffles, the ice cream bar, and then even popcorn and churros. They've done like spirit jerseys. And so, yes, and pretzels. It's been presented more in a realistic way. So I'm not opposed to the cartoony. Yeah. I'm not a fan of the way that everything looks like it's melting. I don't mind the cartoon look. I just don't love that, all of that, almost like it's going to turn into a puddle. But
I gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. You're just seeing the mess.
So
you like it when it looks like nice and neat.
Right, still cartoony, but neat cartoony.
But you don't want the caramel all smeared all over the table.
No, because I'm getting anxiety about touching it, and you can't take up anything, and then you gotta stand there and it's all over you, and then the napkins start tearing, and but you don't want to go to the bathroom in case you have to pull the door open. I know a lot of the bathrooms, you can walk right up to the sink and you don't even have to touch anything, and the water comes on automatically. But
wow, Becca, this is just unleashed all kinds of not so. What is there a phrase for the opposite of a core memory, there, but it's extremely negative,
like a core terror or something? Right? Yeah, exactly. There was that one time I dropped my popsicle.
So apparently for Becca, these shirts need to come with trigger warning.
No, we're not going to go that far. Okay. It's just anxiety, a little bit of anxiety.
A little bit of anxiety, okay. So if you are a fan of a specific food, be sure to pay attention, because your favorite may be just around the corner, like this drippy lollipop right here. So.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah. Okay. Continuing with the food. Mm-hmm. This is for you. Stitch Attacks Snacks Collection. It's starting in January. We've got Stitch and various food items, and first off are pretzels.
See, now that's the type of
nice and neat. Right?
Nice and neat. It's Stitch. He's gonna attack it, but he's not messy yet.
Yeah. And here you have Stitch and Angel. They apparently are sharing a pretzel. It's a 3-pin set. So you've got Stitch with part of a pretzel, Angel with part of a pretzel, and then the full pretzel up above.
So to me, that looks like she had to reluctantly share it with him, because he grabbed the ear to take a bite of the pretzel, and she's like, "Hey, this was mine."
Wow.
He's like,
okay. See, I was thinking more like I was just thinking the normal wishbone. You pull, and it just so happens that but no, your story makes much more sense.
No, I've already come up with a backstory. I mean, look at her face. She's like, "Hey."
And by the way, if you didn't notice, Stitch and Angel are wearing Mickey pretzel button downs.
Yes. And that look very similar to the card back that the pretzel and the pins, the pretzel pin and will come on. So yeah,
and then next month we've got popcorn.
Yes.
Stitch attacking popcorn.
I think some of this will line up with the Disney Eats collection, but it's not going to be it's definitely not a
1-to-1.
1-to-1. I don't believe there's pizza
Because they have
for actually.
pizza is February, and they
Yeah.
show popcorn as being number 2 over
So
here in the series of 12.
Stitch is not going to do anything with pizza. From what we can tell, he's got popcorn. He'll be doing maybe, I think the ice cream sandwich, lollipop. Looks like maybe one of those over the top milkshakes, some donuts. So there might be a couple things. The gingerbread cookie, though, he's got a gingerbread cookie. So yeah, I'm seeing that too, Gio. I don't know.
One would hope, but look here, Stitch is wearing an adorable Mickey popcorn shirt, button down, with the red and white popcorn bucket contrast in the lapel and the cuffs. So at least he's stylish. He has popcorn on his head. Is that concerning?
It's not buttery, so we're fine.
Gotcha. So if it had like butter drizzle on it, then you'd be like, I'm out.
Exactly. Well, okay. My favorite type of popcorn is kettle corn. So you're always going to get a little bit sticky with the kettle corn, but like I feel like that's I'd rather have kettle corn than buttery popcorn. But I will eat anything. I'm like, bring on the popcorn. I'll try it in all sorts of flavors. So
oh yeah, because you do the international travel. What do you know? What's the weirdest flavor you've had?
Well, there was one that was called corn pottage, and it was like corn flavored popcorn. I don't know how to explain it to you other than that, but it was really, really good. And then we've also had like milk tea. That was okay. There was a Szechuan popcorn, like a Chinese 5-spice or something that had like one of those numbing spices. That one was really good. The most disappointing one in Tokyo was the barbecue popcorn. It smelled so good, and then it just kind of was like salty popcorn with a little bit of barbecue flavor. So
oh wow, okay, so
it was disappointing.
Through well enough for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're still talking about the corn flavored popcorn.
Yeah.
That was Jeremiah enjoyed that over in Zootopia at Shanghai Disney.
So they had
If you haven't seen those videos, be sure to check out on this YouTube channel. There's a lot more of Shanghai Disneyland Zootopia. It just recently opened, and our Jeremiah was on hand for the ceremony and all the fun over there. So we've got lots of video here of that fun. Let's see, Becca, we're journeying into the world of Marvel. Your husband was on this YouTube channel. Oh, by the way, sorry, before I do that, in her article that will be linked below, you can learn more about the Stitch series and what other foods we know he'll be snacking on throughout the year. But earlier on this YouTube channel, Becca's husband, Kyle, and our Mike Mac, who's our like Marvel editor, they were ranking and discussing the recent season of What If. So you can find out, like, if you're a fan of What If, you can see how did your favorite do? Does Kyle like it as much as you do? Does Mac like it as much as you do? Or did they both, throw it way down at the bottom of the list? So you can hear all about what they enjoyed and what disappointed them in the recent What If. And they touch a little bit on what's kind of up ahead as far as Marvel goes as well. That's their Zacks of Life podcast. And they also offer that as a video here on Laughing Place. But I brought up Marvel because we have this Marvel item here. We're good.
Yeah, this is Spider-Man's mask, and this is from Lego. We've seen them do this with some of the Star Wars helmets. I believe this is the first of the Marvel ones like this. But yeah, this is new to Shop Disney, and I believe it's already on back order on the Lego website because it's just that popular. This is designed for the adult collector. I think they say 18 and up. You've got a little nameplate there with Marvel, Lego, and Spider-Man. And yeah, it seems like a simple, fun project, and then something that, of course, is easy to display. It's large enough to display, but you're not getting a complete Lego set. So we're going to run out of space to store our Legos, but something like this is going to take up a lot less room. And I think it's you can put it in the office. You could put it in an entertainment room. You could even put it on the mantle. There's plenty of places to put this that you might not be able to put other, Lego sets.
If drinking more water was among your New Year's resolutions, Becca has highlighted an item that you may want to consider because it might motivate you to drink more frequently.
Yeah, we're gonna splash our way. Aren't these just great headlines? Splash your way through the galaxy with the Darth Vader lightsaber hilt water bottle, which I just learned today. It lights up and it has sound
Sound!
effects.
It lights up
So
and has sound.
it's not only does it look like Darth Vader's lightsaber hilt, and not only does it emit that gorgeous red glow, but you're also gonna get that lightsaber sound. And
Okay, so this is not on my shopping list, but if it had been Luke's green one, that might have gone beyond the shopping list and into the cart and on its way to my house because that sounds way too fun. I love the notion, and I don't know how this is set up. I would love it. This ideally, you know how you have the lid, right? Ideally, when I hit that lid, I hit the the sound of the lightsaber coming on and then that glow. Yeah, that would it's silly and simple, but I know it would get me to drink more water because I would just be excited
you just
to
want to like keep
hear
turning the
that
light
little
on.
sound, yeah, when I open my water bottle. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm simple that way, and that would and I don't drink enough water, so I'd be willing to do it. I haven't yet. Well, yeah, no, I agree, Gio. Odds are, if they're doing Vader, others are on the way. That's fingers crossed. I hope so because I love the idea of Luke Skywalker's green saber making its way into my house that way because that'd be fun.
Yeah, and it's a lot cheaper than buying a display lightsaber, which I'm like, I still want to get one at Savi's workshop, but I'm like,
haven't done it yet.
Haven't done it yet. It's just not in the budget right now.
Yes, homeowner. So I get that. Priorities.
Priorities, yes.
Adulting really messes with the fun budget.
Yes, it does. It does.
Let's see. So we've been through some Shop Disney stuff. We've looked at some highlights from a Hot Topic. Now we get to highlight this week's Sensational Seven. Each week with the Sensational Seven, I try to share with you a variety of 7 items loosely based on the personalities of the 7 dwarfs. That would be sleepy, happy, grumpy, dopey, sneezy, bashful, and Doc. And usually I have an overarching kind of thematic to it. And it's the beginning of the new year. And so the notion of the first was in my head. And so I decided to go with the first Avenger, and hopefully I have that right, and it's Captain America.
Very nice.
So we're starting off for Sleepy. I found these adorable Captain America pajamas. It's a V-neck top, looks super soft, and it's got that Captain America shield, and you've got some nice pants there with the comic book version of Captain America pattern throughout. These look so comfy and cozy. I was happy this is kind of what started the whole thing. I saw these and I was like, oh, let me see. What else can I find? For happy, make your house. Oh, sorry. Nope. How could you not be happy if a family member was keeping themselves warm and cozy in this comfy throw blanket with sleeves? I like the description over there at Amazon. Yeah, it would look like Captain America sitting there on the sofa, walking down the hallway if they kept it on after they got up. What you think, Becca?
Yeah, I like that. Is his shield propped up against his leg?
Yep. It's right down there at the bottom. Yep,
even better.
There you go. The shield's right there. Oh, and if you want to have kind of your own, there you go, Becca. You could be Captain Marvel. So you've got Captain America and Captain Marvel. Available in these comfy throws.
Coming soon, Kyle and Rebecca have matching blankets with sleeves.
Apparently, I am not buying this for my spouse.
Okay. Maybe if they have a Gamera one.
for Grumpy. Maybe you can kind of push the grumps away by making your house smell more delightful. and that is with a Scentsy warmer. As you know, we are eagerly awaiting, okay, maybe you don't know this, but I am eagerly awaiting the Smelly Elephants, which is not their official name, but that's what I'm calling them. That are going to be sponsored by Scentsy and are coming to Magic Kingdom's Dumbo area. Yeah, so they've got this Scentsy warmer. It's currently on sale. These are the types of devices you plug them in, and then there's a little wax dish that you put your fragrance in, and it melts and releases that fragrance into the air. They have a number of Disney items if you haven't checked out Scentsy before. But yeah, I like the idea of Cap's shield as the wax dish. It's kind of nifty.
Yeah. No, that looks really nice.
For Dopey, because he had the sparkly eyes when he was digging in the mine, I'll often choose some jewelry. This is a set of Avengers post earrings, and it features Captain America's shield. I actually bought these before we took a cruise because we were on the Wish. We were going to be dining in the Marvel restaurant, and they held up very, very nicely. They're quite comfortable. They didn't make my ears itch.
That's important.
Right?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's one of those hidden things I learned about when I got my ears pierced. But it's a set of 3 at $18, so you're very inexpensive per pair. They arrived swiftly because I bought them through Amazon, and they're one of those items that can come very, very quickly. So yeah, so there you go. There's a set. This is Iron Man's
his arc reactor.
Thank you. His arc reactor. Then you've got the Avengers logo, and you have Captain America's shield there. For Sneezy, I'll focus on something that would be useful if you're carrying around tissues or that type of thing. In this case, it's from Buckle Down. It is an adorable kawaii version of Captain America. It's a crossbody bag, kind of. It's small, not very big. Might be nice if you're going to an event where they have like bag checks or that kind of thing, and you just want to carry a few essentials. So this is from Buckle Down. If you're unfamiliar with that brand, lots of pet items over there. Mostly they're seatbelt belts. That's like they're belts made out of seatbelt stuff. That's kind of where they started out, and then they've branched out from beyond there to guitar straps, pet toys and accessories, and that kind of thing. So lots of Marvel and Disney and Star Wars over there if you haven't checked out the items from Buckle Down. For Bashful, we're going subtle. We're going keeping your feet warm, and in this case with some Captain America classic stripes from the team over at Rockin' Socks. I love Rockin' Socks. I've bought numerous pairs of socks from them, Mandalorian themed, and celebrating the flamingos of Florida. I don't know why. I was in a flamingos mood, and so I bought some Rockin' Socks with flamingos on them. But these are with Captain America. And finally, Doc, he's the foundation. He's the one that started it all. And in this case, I went with a basic panel crew neck sweater. This one has Captain America. You may have seen previously my husband Doobie wearing one that says Spider-Man on it that Box Lunch was kind enough to send to us in that case. And it's really a nice soft sweatshirt. It keeps you warm, but it's not super bulky. But the like I say, the design of it's one of those that has a nice weight to it when you put it on. You know how sometimes a sweatshirt almost feels like really baggy. It doesn't. I don't know. It's got a heft to it that's nice, and the cuffs are not so snug that you are uncomfortable, but yet they're have some nice shape to them. So my husband enjoys his sweatshirt, and I've borrowed it a few times over the past few weeks because it's been quite cold. So there you have it, my Sensational 7 this week featuring Captain America.
Yeah, I love that. No, always pro Captain America. That's so fun.
I am in the midst of downloading your shopping list.
No, you're good. I know. I had it prepped and I didn't send it to you until like right as we started showtime. So it was done, ready to go. I just didn't get it off.
That happens. No biggie. I just have to moving it over here, putting it over there.
I
Ta-da!
know.
It is now ready to share with everybody on screen.
Yes, we have a New Year's sale over at Entertainment Earth with discounts up to 85% off. I've seen some things as low as 10 or 15%, but you never know. The thing you want might be 85% off. So yeah, there's a lot to check out over there. Shop Disney is still doing their twice upon a year sale and discounts up to 50% off there. We've got the best of 2023 toys, plush, clothing on Shop Disney. They've compiled all of their releases from this year, and kind of some of the fan favorite ones are featured. D23 Gold member set. Now, that's not something that you can purchase, but you can get a glimpse at what is coming to D23 Gold members. So maybe if you want a gift in the future, consider subscribe or joining the club. Run Disney is coming back to Disneyland this month, and they've unveiled their retro merchandise for Disneyland. Lots of bright colors. I really like what I've seen from this collection. Disney Springs Wellness Month. So yeah, I was going to say earlier, we were talking about Disney eats and snacks right after everybody started your resolution. Your resolutions don't matter at Disney, but yeah, they kind of do. So there's some Disney Springs things, discounts on some like health items and things that you can find that will be available just for a limited time as we kick off 2024. If you are headed to the movie theater, we've got Pixar. 3 Pixar films are coming back to, or will be in theaters for the first time. Soul, Turning Red, and Luca. Those are on sale right now. And then Shop Disney dropped a whole bunch of stuff yesterday. So much stuff. We've got a Mickey Mouse and Friends collection showing Mickey and his classic pals. And we also have a summer collection, which is perfect for beach and poolside and just, enjoying the sun. And then Disney Munchlings has their sensational snacks, blind box, and also a large Pluto plush. And then Color Me Courtney New Emos, there's 2 new outfits as well as a new version of the Minnie Mouse New Emo plush. So she's a little glittery and has a very pretty Color Me Courtney designed outfit. So yeah, that's all happening. We've got all of those articles over on Laughing Place, and whew.
Do you happen to remember? Because I know we've been using that image for quite a while now of those candy-filled Mickey boxes. Do you happen to recall what they went with? I was trying to remember. I was looking and I was like, I don't remember anymore, because I want to say that's at least 2 years now
It might be Sugarfina. I really love that photo. It was
I know, me too.
It's actually like 4 or 5 years old.
Wow. Okay.
It's from from Mickey 90, from Mickey 90th. So that was we took that picture at the exhibit in New York City. Yes. So it might be Sugarfina. I'm sure I have it. I can go and look. I can look through what we've written up. But yes.
GB chiming in. I met Color Me Courtney. Yeah, I want to say at the New Orleans event that he attended, when he was learning more about all the kind of things that Imagineering goes through when they're learning about, when they're trying to make sure that a place has authenticity within the parks. Mm-hmm. So, oh, you're welcome,
yeah,
Dawn.
Absolutely.
If you have any further questions, you can drop an email to is it Becca at Laughing Place? Does that get to you, Becca? I don't
No, you won't, but you can send it to editor at Laughing Place, and you guys can forward it to me.
Okay, editor at Laughing Place is a way to reach us. So yeah, if you have any more questions about that, Dawn. Let's see. I think that's it for us this week at Barely Necessities. We're here each Tuesday at 4:30 Pacific. No, 4 o'clock Pacific. Almost said the wrong time. 4 o'clock Pacific. If you have friends who enjoy shopping Disney stuff, do us a favor. Let them know we're here, because we have fun talking. Disney merchandise. A little bit of window shopping on a Tuesday afternoon. So come and join us this evening here on this very YouTube channel at 7:30 Pacific. We have a live Disney trivia contest. You get to compete head-to-head with fellow Disney fans. It's hosted by my husband and our son. And yeah, there's a lot of fun. and I was expecting somebody to come in and tell me what the themes are, because oftentimes that happens, but I don't see them coming in and telling me that. So let's see. With that, I will say farewell to everyone, and we'll see you next week. Bye.